So, Faux Locs is a protected style that is very, very popular, especially during the summertime. My guest now is skilled in the art of creating real-looking dreadlocks. She's Moya Williams, CEO of Locks by Moy Beauty. Hi, Moya.
Hi.
It's because of talented people like Moya, while people stop me around and say, "Where you put in your Faux Locs?" But my hair is actually real. Is your locks? Should I be letting your secret out? That's Faux Locs you have in your hair right now?
Yes, it is Faux Locs, so it's not real.
It's not real.
No,
all right,
it's
this is my hair, guys. 100%. Faux Locs, meaning it's not real dreadlocks, yeah?
Right. Faux means fake.
Faux meaning fake.
Locks.
So I've been seeing a lot of persons rocking Faux Locs, especially in the summertime. We wear a lot of protective styles. A lot of persons don't want to have their hair out and stuff like that. And I can't tell the difference sometimes if it's real locks or if it's fake locks. What is the art? What's the secret? I mean, you won't give me all of your business, but you know, how intensive is it to get the hair looking just like real locks?
Okay, so it's mostly about the techniques and the foundation as well, and how it's installed. So I use numbers a lot. So it's maths a lot with it, because I am counting every locks and I have an idea of how much I want in your head, so it not give you like too synthetic nor too fake either. Like, you know, so keep it on it's more about numbers, and a less goes a lot with it. You've
been doing this for 6 years. What prompted you to start from the very beginning?
Okay, so I used to work with my aunt, and she used to do just natural locks. So I was her little assistant on the weekends, and I used to always love doing hair. It was a hobby of mine, but it was like, okay, I'm too slow. This is not something for me to create a career out of. And then I was in the BPO industry and I'd be like, okay, let's start the hair. And I did my hair myself, and someone was like, okay, I like this. I was like, okay, I can do it for you as well. And my first client, we started at 9 a.m. and finished at 12 a.m.
9 a.m. to 12 a.m. That's like more than half a day later.
But we did it, and she's still a client of mine up to this day. So, and that's where I started. And yeah, that's how I am now.
I know most of us as little girls were playing with our dolls and stuff. That's how we really get started in doing hair and stuff like that. We probably have little sisters and little cousins.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have to cane them here for go to school every Sunday and stuff like that. Was it hard to learn the process of doing the Faux Locs?
It wasn't, because I've already had the foundation of learning with my aunt. So it was a case where I already have an idea of what I need to be done. And I'm a visualist. I need to see, if I see what I want to, I know how to get it into. Oh man, I'm visualist.
No, my goodness.
I'm a visualist, so it's a case where I have to see it, and I have an idea of how it's going to look in my head because of the vision that I have in my head.
So you have two guests here with you today. One is Faux Locs and one is actual
natural
real locks.
Right.
Am I supposed to guess which is which?
No, you don't have to.
Are you going to tell me?
Right. So this is actually, she has in Faux Locs. We call it textured locks. It's 3 months in.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's not freshly done. Yeah, it's very versatile. You can have it in up to 6 months with proper maintenance. So we have it styled like this to mimic natural locks. So, and he is natural locks. I started his locks actually, so a year ago. So there were just regular lit coils and then regular grooming and get his hair locks.
By the way, when I started my locks, it did not look like his. So I don't know what you're doing that I didn't do, but it must be good, so.
And it's about a year now, right? Yeah, 1 year.
So is the technique different in styling his natural locks as opposed to doing hers? I know you have to put in extensions in hers, but in terms of the twisting technique,
it is similar. It is similar but different. The Faux Locs, you have the base of the hair, the fake hair on it. So twisting is not so difficult. But with the natural locks, you have to ensure that the locks have enough girth and density so that you'll be able to twist and keep firm. Because a lot of times it would twist and the twist would not look, it would look like rope twist. You don't want that, right? So you have to ensure that the locks itself has that density and girth so you can be able to keep the twist when it's done. And then maintenance is a bit different as well when it comes to faux locks and natural locks. Yeah.
Something my hairdresser says to me all the time, don't interlock your hair, I should palm roll.
Right.
I know the difference between the locking and the palm rolling. Is one actually healthier for your locks?
Okay, so there is actually 3 different types of retwists. You have the palm roll, which everybody knows, and you have the interlocking where you use the infamous blue and green needle. And then you have there's actually now that's what that's called crochet maintenance, where we use these needles.
And these are actual crochet needles?
Yeah, these are needles that are used for crochet locks. So we use these needles to lock the hair. So what we do, instead of interlocking or palm rolling, we use the needle and tighten it from directly at the roots.
And I'm realizing that the edges of the needles, they're turned in different directions. Is that for a specific reason?
Yes, because you have different sizes. So if you look, this is at 0.5 mm, when you will have others here that are 0.7, they're bigger.
I never know none of this because sometimes I go and try to interlock my hair myself, and anything I catch, I'll pin me just so I'm just locking.
Right. So, but for interlocking, it is not recommended that you do interlock every 6 weeks or whenever you have a regular maintenance, because it eventually breaks the hair. And I'm having clients now that have only done interlock and have to be repairing their locks now because it's thinning. And men, you have to understand that your hair thin in the middle first as you get older.
The men.
Right.
And the girls at the edges?
At the edges. So it thins in the middle, and that's a lot of their problems I'll be fixing now because it's so thin. The locks is all none.
So my natural locks, if it starts to go and if it's breaking or I'm losing hair, you can replace?
Yeah, I can replace and I can repair.
And repair, so if my pop off, what you can fix it?
I can put it on back.
Why not in Jesus' name? No. No, thank you. This is 7 years of happy life. What is this that I'm holding here?
Okay, so these are human hair lock extensions. They're 100% human hair. They can be bleached. They can be dyed. They're used for permanent installations only, but mostly because once you put them in,
they can't come out.
If you take them, it's going to be like taking out your hair, cutting your hair.
Oh.
So they're permanent. They can't be removed.
So you're going to show me how to attach one of these things here?
Right. Okay. So let me, I can take it from anywhere.
Take it from the front so we can see.
Let's do here.
All right. And if I wanted my hair to be a little bit longer than it is right now, you could just add some of these to the
Yeah, I can. So I will just...
All right, I'm going to hold this back for you.
Okay, thank you.
Let me working, people. I'm working.
Okay, so what we normally do, if the hair is like this, I will use, and I have a favorite needle. I hope it's here. Okay, yeah, it's here.
So this one has 3 needle thingies
prongs,
as opposed to 2.
Right, because it works a bit, it makes it work
faster?
Yeah.
And how many of these things do you actually need to use? Using one, because I see you're opening something else. Does that mean you
Right, so I use this one for the main, and then like to tighten up, I maybe use a smaller one. So
normally, guys, I'm using the same needle for everything. So this is how I will doing it wrong. So you just basically hold the hair and you're pulling the needle in.
Yeah, you constantly pull the needle in and out, and kind of roll it between your fingers to like create that lock.
And that stays, so it starts to bud basically.
Right.
And is there a specific texture here that this is best suited for? Any texture here can be
preferably if you have natural hair texture, because we need the elastic the stretch that's in the hair. We need that in order to be able to the needles to go in and out. And
so you put it from the loose end. So you're
right.
Oh no, I see what you're doing. You said natural hair, but then the natural hair texture differs based on people, because I think Londia has like 3C, a 3C hair. You have Londia, well I have 4C. You know, the texture of the hair. So for somebody who may be like of like mixed race or something like that, can their hair be locked as well?
It can be.
The hair might be a little bit softer.
Yes, it can be locked, because a lot of the time they use back combings, because you do also have white persons that has straight hair and they have dreads as well. So it depends on the techniques that's used.
Wow, and you look at this, you can't even tell where it's joined. That's pretty awesome. How long is this process though? If it is that I were to, because I think I have about 77 or 78 strands of locks, how long would it take for you to do something like this?
10 hours. Yeah, if we have...
You want 10 hours? That's a long time.
8 to 10 hours, depending on the length and the size and the amount as well.
All right, talk to me about what you do in your styling technique and just how you go about doing your locks that makes it differ from everybody else and to build your clientele, because you know a lot of persons are doing hair, but I mean look at what you've been able to do.
I think is my versatility of how I tend to make the locks, especially because for faux locks, of how we tend to show that it can last. Normally there was a stigma on faux locks that it's tight and that it's heavy and that it takes long, it takes a good while, but with us it's not like that. So we can complete a waistline in maybe around 4 hours.
By the way guys, look at this.
Yeah, it won't look more fixed up.
Look at that.
But this is it, and like I will go in with a smaller needle and kind of like get it in more.
And then you just continue this whole natural process of palm rolling or interlocking when it is that you need to groom it.
Right, so we would do palm roll with this type of install because, as I said, we're trying to keep your natural hair to grow along with it. And a lot of times where a person's up to get human hair lock extensions is because their natural hair is not growing or their natural hair is thinner. So we tend to do it based on like how the person hair is to ensure that it matches and looks as natural as possible.
And for grooming, from grooming the faux locks, do you still go through that same process of palm rolling, or how do you tighten that?
No, because, so grooming faux locks, we have a different techniques. There's normally another technique where we'll just wrap the roots with other hair and just have it styled and looking like it was dusted. But now we decided to do this other technique where we can roll the roots to mimic natural locks like mine. So well, it's not mine, but yeah, so have it mimic natural locks to looking like this.
All right, before you go, how can we find Moya? Locks by Moy.
So my Instagram is Locks by Moy, and I am located at 96 Constant Spring Road. And my number is 897-4509.
All right, that's Moya Williams, CEO of Locks by Moy Beauty. We can smile, be right back. And this is my real hero. No faux locks, so no. Go on, friends. Soon come.